warning.
Morning, morning, morning.
Speed warning.
Morning. What's up there, brother Micah? What is happening? Glad to see you, glad to see you.
Speed warning.
To do this topic yesterday, but of course, due to situations beyond my control. In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of what I call the
Speed warning.
Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known on social media, wherever you may find me. I am the mighty one, Angel Snub 7. Let me throw my hammer down. I am also your soul brother, #1. Early in the morning, spontaneous video. I'm so happy that you are here with me this morning.
Speed warning.
You never let your brother be out here all by himself. I am most grateful. It is a beautiful morning.
Speed warning.
Weather-wise, sort of cold, 30 degrees, dry, nice and sunny. I'm not here to give you the weather. I am in the state of Indiana somewhere.
Speed warning.
Okay. Let's do this. Knock it out the box and go on to do something else. A few days ago, before we get started, let me remind you about Soul Liberation Day, Saturday, December the 7th, 2019 at 2:30 p.m. If everything goes well, right here on this channel, live. The topic that we chosen is
Speed warning.
Black people try freedom. You might like it. I hope to have something for that day that can inspire, that can help us as we continue to tolerate living with racists. Continue to tolerate living with misguided people that call themselves pro-black, black first, RBG nation, Kemetic, Hebrew Israelite, Moor, and so forth. All this blackly black stuff. Misguided people. African wannabes, Aboriginal wannabes. I want to state for the record, Umar Johnson, many of you know who he is. The Prince of Pan-Africanism, King Kong of Conscience. I want to remind Umar Johnson that clearly Frederick Douglass was not a Pan-Africanist. He did not believe in going back to Africa. He clearly said, after 270 years, this people called Negro, because of what I always tell us, and I did not know Frederick Douglass said this during his period of time. Matter of fact, I heard many brothers and sisters say this, but we just don't get it. Because we've been conditioned to be Africans, and now there's a movement to call yourself an Aboriginal, some type of native. That's not true either. The reality is this. Just like Frederick Douglass said, after 270 years, this people called Negro, due to the fact that we have become an admixture, or like I say, a hybrid. We are a people created by chattel slavery, a mixture of various unknown dark-skinned people. Some did come from the African continent. I would say the original breeding stock was already here, the natives.
Speed warning.
Hey, what's up there, Charles? I want to remind you that the racists called the native people here Africans, and they also called the native people here Negro. Is that a coincidence? Who else, by golly, is called a Negro? Also, the very early reports of European explorers that came to North America,
speed warning,
they said in writing, and if you do your research and get the information, you will see they did not describe a red man. They described people that had very, very dark skin, just like the African. Matter of fact, that's the reason why they put everybody in the same category. They called everybody Africans. But Frederick Douglass made very clear he was not about going back to some Africa. He said that the Negro was an admixture. And not only he did not describe the melanated blood running through your veins. Of course, he probably only would have known African and probably was ignorant to the fact that Native Americans was just as dark and had similar quality as Africans. But Frederick Douglass also understood that due to rape, like I always tell us, these are things that we ignore. Due to rape, due to the breeding farms and incest, due to all these different things we've experienced for hundreds of years, we have that European blood inside of us. We are an admixture.
Speed warning.
We are a new people. And we, whether you like it or not, Umar Johnson or Sarah Sudenseti, or what's his name? Brother Bakari, God Nollywood Jr., makes no difference whether you like it or not. These are the facts.
Speed warning.
The Negro is an American. You are native to America because chattel slavery, American chattel slavery, produced us whether we like it or not. You cannot ignore all these other factors. You are not pure. Even when you take your DNA test, it tells you that you're not pure. Only a pure people can make a claim to be a native or some type of African. And if you notice, when they talk about when Umar Johnson or any of these people talk about Africa, they always speak in general terms. They never tell you what people are you talking about, what nation, what tribe. They never tell you that. And when you look at these DNA tests, they are all over the place. And these DNA tests,
Speed warning.
Tell them or give them the result that you come from everywhere, even outside of West Africa. So we know there's a problem. Because according to even them,
Warning.
your ancestors came from West Africa. But these DNA tests show that you're related to all kinds of different people on the continent. It's quackery at its best. Whether we like it or not, that's what we are. I have no problem with that. And see, my conclusion just came with common sense and just reevaluating the information I already had. I'm like, wait a minute. They're just ignoring these factors. You're speaking like you are pure, and you're not. But again, you can believe whatever you want. That's your business. So don't make mockery of our brothers and sisters who believe in white Jesus, because you ain't no better. You have your beliefs also that's just as fictional, just as unreal as those who believe that Jesus was born of a virgin. So what?
Speed warning.
Hold on a second here. Let me get a quick drink. Woo! That's better. Also, I noticed on a video that I did yesterday, talking about what is the rush to love white folks.
Speed warning.
I saw 2 thumbs down. Of course, that could be from silly Negro who don't know no better. Caught up in the delusion, love everybody nonsense. It also could have came from a Caucasian person. Thumbs down.
Speed warning.
You can thumbs down, but you leave no explanation and no reason, because I would like to know, what is the rush? Like if a man beat up a woman, oh baby, I didn't mean that, to do that. And because of his abuse, she decides to get away from him. Now, unlike America, this man really is trying to show this woman, I am so sorry, I love you, I care about you and our children. He's really trying to get back with his wife. Why should she be in a rush
Speed warning.
to go back to somebody that beat her and exploit her? She should be very careful. She must take her time, because she really don't know if this man has really changed,
Speed warning.
or it's just another one of his tricks. You know, like integration. You know, like letting you vote to pretend like you're part of the political system. You know, giving you NBA contracts, $1 million. You know, make you feel like you're part of society, but you make no laws, no policy. You don't control nothing. Like they say, give you the illusion of inclusion. You know, a trick. Another one of his tricks. She should be careful. The black man and woman in America, the so-called Negro, the African-Americaners, however you want to call yourself,
Speed warning.
you should be careful. And you should not trust a people who till this day It's not like something has changed. You're still fighting.
State warning. Speed warning.
Just because somebody can smile, just because they can tell you pretty words, don't mean you should trust them. When somebody, I don't care who it is, they have lied on you, slander, gossip, physically hurt you, why are you in a rush to trust them? They've already shown you they have the capability to cause you harm. Now, if that woman, in this case, is not careful, she only got beat up the first time, it's a possibility this abusive male will kill her and her children next time. Why are you in a hurry to get yourself involved in something like that? You should not be in a rush. But I'm very curious. Those who thumb down, those who disagree, I want to see, I would like for you to explain to me, what is the rush? What is the rush to love somebody that hurt you? I just wanna give me some understanding. Because you don't because you don't do that to your mother and your brother and sisters or next door neighbor, people you fall out with. When they do something you don't like, whatever, you don't talk to them. Matter of fact, a lot of y'all hate their guts. You don't like your mother and sisters and brothers, whoever, that you fell out even to this day. But for some reason, white folks get a pass. As soon as possible, as soon as it look like they're gonna do you right, let's go jump in their panties. Oh, no, no, no. You are a fool. And you are a hypocrite. Your mother, your father, me, your baby daddy, your baby mama, ain't nobody done to you what these folks have done. Don't come close. But you ready to jump in bed with them as soon as they give you the opportunity and hate your mama, baby daddy, the next door neighbor, whoever, you will hate them for life. Y'all so fake and hypocrite. You're hypocrites. And you're gonna get what's coming to you. You think that things are gonna be the way they are forever. I can imagine the native people who were just living their ordinary life. They've been living this way for thousands of years. And when the first boatload of Europeans came to this country, they had no idea in less than 200 years, their way of life, that would be the end. Life would never be the same again. Never. They had no idea when those Europeans arrived on the shores of their land, that was the beginning of the end. But see, that's just not for them. You do know that ancient Rome fell. You do know that even though England exists today, it's nothing compared to what it was. In this life, things always rise and they fall. What goes up must come down. The only reason why you want to love these white folks the way you do is because they are on the up. They got everything. They control everything. But surely as they went up, they're going to go down. The problem is, if we know this, are you going to be on the boat when it sinks? Or are we smart enough to make a life raft? So when that ship sinks, we can put on our life preservers and jump on our life rafts. Unfortunately, most of us are going to die. Most of us are going to go down with the ship. Just a few days ago, I was sent to Omaha, Nebraska, and I went to a slaughterhouse, a meat packing plant. My first time, I passed these things all the time, but it was my first time actually being on the premises, witnessing firsthand what goes on at a meat packing plant, a slaughterhouse. I was there to deliver what they call pallets. And my truck, I was parked right next to a truck that had cows on it. And I just looked at the cows. And I'm gonna tell you, a tear started coming down my eye because I'm looking at these cows and they don't know that this was their last ride on this truck. This was the end. Like I say, I've never been to a slaughterhouse. And I could not see the animals actually get slaughtered. I could not see that. I just saw them as they was being unloaded from the truck. And down from where I was, I could see there was a conveyor belt that had all the parts of the cow that was not edible. All these pieces of cow was coming out of this chute. And I was like, oh my goodness. And there, right in front of my truck, there was a barrel, a lot of barrels filled up with nothing but the leather, the skin from cows. You can see the hoofs. You can see the, all the fur, everything from the cow in these barrels. I'm like, wow. And the people Oh man. And the people who were killing these cows every day, it was just a job for them. Didn't mean nothing. I'm getting emotional. Matter of fact, I'm thinking to myself, I'm really seriously thinking about becoming a vegetarian. After looking at all, all this that's going on here. I feel so, see look, now I'm a farm boy. I was raised, I'm the son of a sharecropper. That's what I am. On the farm, being a sharecropper's child, we live off the land. We live off what we produce. And we had to kill a cow. We had to kill chickens, we killed pigs. That's what you had to do. I mean, that's what we raised, this is what we raised to survive. But when you go to a slaughterhouse and you see hundreds of animals being killed like that, and I'm just looking at them, they have no idea of what's getting ready to happen to them. They just in the pen, they lining the cows up so they can go into this building, and this is where, I couldn't see it, but this is where they're going to slaughter these cows. I'm very sure these cows just thought, oh well, it's just an ordinary day, because I'm very sure these cows get moved around and they ride in trucks and go back and forth all the time as they are being raised on the, this cattle farm. They did not know this was their last ride. And what really made me tear up, brothers and sisters, soul brothers and sisters, when I'm looking at these cows at the slaughterhouse, I'm looking at us. I'm looking at us. And you have to cry. You have to shed a tear, because here we are living in America, in a slaughterhouse. And we just, like you listening to me right now, we going to the movies, we talking about the NBA game, we talking about I'm an African, I'm an Aboriginal all day long, the feminist, the black woman is God, black man is God, we making our babies, going to school, get your education. There's a big possibility, because that we have been dealing with for 500 years, going on 500 years, real close. The same plan that those who raised those cows, eventually the goal was to send them to the slaughterhouse. Hey, what's up there, Jay? Tom? The same plan to take these cows to the slaughterhouse, I guarantee you, because of the mentality and the mindset of those we live in, there's a big possibility the slaughterhouse is waiting for us. We spend our time on nonsense. We spend our time like you don't have a care in the world, just like those cows. Another day, you don't have a care in the world. Oh, thank you, Jay. Yes, sir. We don't have a care in the world. Just doing our thing. And life as we know it would change forever in the blink of an eye. And there's nothing that you can do about it. Had the Native American people known what was going to happen when that European ship landed on their shores, they would have got rid of them people real fast. They had no idea. See, this is how they get you. Because you have no idea. See, that's why Caucasian people will come to my channel and thumbs down that video, what's the rush to love white folks, so that they can gain your trust, just like those cows. And so you will be easily led to slaughter. That's what it's about. So when it's time to kill you, it's easy. There's a method of slaughtering a cow that Orthodox Jews use. They call it koshering. And koshering is more time consuming.
Reduced to half.
Is more time consuming than the slaughterhouse. In the slaughterhouse, the only thing they do is bring the cows in and kill them immediately. And other cows are in line watching the cow ahead of them be cut to ribbons. When you kosher a cow, the cow is blessed by a rabbi priest, and what you do is you calm the animal down. Oh, look, listen to this. You calm the cow down. You make the cow feel happy. So when you slice the throat of the cow, it'll be in a good mood. It won't be in fear. It won't be scared. And see, that's what's going to happen, as far as I can see, to the so-called Negro. If the right situation happens, and it can, you are ripe and ready to have your throat sliced. Your $1 million basketball contract, Colin Kaepernick, get his job back. We waiting on the next Beyonce album. We smoking our weed. We praising Jesus and Muhammad. And one day, Jesus, Muhammad, Allah, Yah, all your gods, one day you're gonna feel your neck get sliced. You're living in a slaughterhouse. You're naive. If those cows could think, if those cows actually knew that today would be their last day, as strong as those animals are, do you know they would have been fighting for their life? But they didn't know. And you're not gonna know. That's why you're all nonchalant. That's why you don't believe a damn. You think I'm fear-mongering. Oh, you're just trying to scare people. I'm not trying to scare you at all. I'm bringing us to reality. You're dealing with people that have that mindset. They proved it in the past, and they'll do it again. Again, you trust them. I don't. So you make no attempt to do nothing to save your life. At least they will be a little merciful, because they don't want you living in fear. When they slice your throat, they want you to be a happy Negro. When that blade come across your throat, you see yourself going to these concentration camps. When you see your body fall into these mass graves, it would be too late. The Native Americans had a chance to save their life. They waited too late. The Jewish people during Nazi Germany, they were just like you and me. They didn't believe that stuff. Then one day, the trucks came. Time for y'all to go. Where you going, Jew? Take you to the slaughterhouse. Here you are, a Jewish person. Now you know these gas chambers and these ovens, they had to be built. Here you are, some of these Jews, they probably was passing by some of these concentration camps every day. They had no idea
Speed warning.
they was being built for them. You know what's so funny? I told you I did 10 years in the crazy house. Don't you know? I used to pass that crazy house for years, all the time. I sure did.
Speed warning.
I used to pass that mental institution all the time. Little did I know, 10 years of my life would be in that place. I had no idea. But see, nobody warned me. There was no warning. I had no idea that could happen. Because if I had an idea, there's a possibility I could change. Here you are, we are in this situation. You have been warned, but you won't listen. You think it's a game. I talk about the Mississippi campaign. Oh, that's a good idea, blah, blah, blah. You make no attempt to help, do nothing. It's just, you come to this channel like I'm a preacher and you go into church. No more, no less. You found a new preacher to listen to. Make you feel good. Even though you know that's not what I'm about, but you treat me the same way. A new preacher to listen to, and you just like the cow, you chew your cud, and you think tomorrow is gonna be just like today.
Speed warning.
Just like the Jews did, just like the Native Americans did. You was warned, you was told, but you wouldn't listen. By the time you listen, the blade will be on your throat. It's too late then. It's too late for the cow in the slaughterhouse to try to run. You have nowhere to run to. You have nowhere to hide. I want to say this in my conclusion, speaking about the slaughterhouse. Some of us think we are better than the cow. We think we better than chickens and pigs. We think we better than rats and roaches. If they put us through the slaughterhouse, and they cut your body up. Thank you, Charles. They cut your body up. What is the difference between you and that cow? When they grind your body up and people went to the grocery store, they couldn't tell you from the ground beef. What make you think you so damn better than anything else that's alive on this planet? Especially how stupid we act. Here you are, have the best brain in the world, and you're a drug addict, a dope fiend, a pedophile, a rapist, a liar, a slanderer, a woman hater. That's your damn mama, and you hate women.
Warning.
What the hell wrong with you? And the list goes on and on. You a racist. How the hell did you better? And you going to the damn grave, just like the cow, just like the chicken, just like the corn, everything on this planet that's alive, going to the grave. That's a fact. Well, Jesus, you a damn lie. Jesus ain't did nothing. What's up there, Chris?
In 2 miles.
You a liar.
To the left on I-70 East.
Where Jesus came from. Out of all the billions that's been on this planet, the only one able to beat death is Jesus. Out of all the billions. Out of all the billions that's been on this planet, Jesus is the only one deserved to be brought back to life just to die again. So what was the purpose? You being brought back to life. Where is Lazarus? Jesus rose Lazarus from the dead. Where is Lazarus right now? He died, never to be seen again. What was the purpose? What's special about you?
Speed warning.
You can be turned into fertilizer just like a cow can. There, look, woo! There are people in the United States. Now, y'all know about sex trafficking, right? And you know about pedophiles. You know that...
In a half mile, keep to the left on I-70 East.
You do know that women, especially women, but there are a lot of missing people in this country. I mean by the hundreds of thousands.
Keep to the left on I-70 East.
Look, by the hundreds and thousands, you do know. And they say the majority of the people that's missing are soul sisters.
Continue on this road for 59 miles.
I want to remind you of something if you don't already know about this. You do know, and of course you know y'all do know they harvest organs and all that kind of good stuff. You know about the sex trafficking, and you know that they are killing and murdering people for their organs. Okay, we know about this. I want to add some more folks to the list. You have a group of sick ass folks out here. They eat human beings. Go on the internet, look it up. They don't hardly talk about it. There are people who eat other human beings. Yes, they do. There are people in this country
Speed warning.
who also need victims for human sacrifice. So when you look at all those missing people, I want you to also remember that you got a certain population in this country that are cannibals. They eat other human beings. They will eat you the same way they would eat a chicken or a pig or a cow or whatever. They will eat you and me. No problem. Jeffrey Dahmer, some of y'all familiar with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Speed warning.
He had a special thing for black men. Something about that black men's steaks he liked. And then you have those who are into human sacrifice in this country. You are in the most, I will agree with the Bible and religious teachers when they talk about Babylon. You're living in Babylon, the wicked of the wicked, the evil of the evil, right here in the United States of America. And you think, and you want to live up in this dump? And you think you're not going to be affected? Like this is some kind of heaven, or I don't know what's going on in our mind. This is an evil, what it says in the Bible. Babylon has become a habitation of evil. A place for every foul and wicked bird. Everything of foulness, everything of evil, you can find it right here in America. Anything of filth. You can do whatever you want in America. Now in other countries, you have a bunch of religious zealots, and they take things too far.
Speed warning.
So you don't have to worry about that here. You can do whatever you want, legally and illegally. It don't make any difference because the government is not interested, because a lot of those people involved are in your government. You think some of your lawmakers and people in high places, they are not part of groups
Speed warning.
that eat other people, human sacrifice. They are buying organs on the black market. You don't want to get out of this, brothers and sisters? You are not going to get out of this because you start a business. You're not going to get out of this selling t-shirts and buying DVDs and making up all these conferences, all this other nonsense that these people keep talking about. You really need to take something that can help you fight off this damn evil. And don't be a religious zealot, a crazy ass person yourself. It makes no sense to be in a dirty house.
Speed warning.
Just so that you can go to a clean house and make it just as dirty as the one you just left. Might as well stay where you're at. So I just wanted to remind us of the reality of the situation that we're in. It's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice,
Speed warning.
even death to save our future generations. It's not about saving ourselves. It's about trying to save your children, your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, just like somebody, just like Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass,
Speed warning.
Marcus Garvey, and so many of our brothers and sisters prior to us. That's what they tried to do. Noble people. They were not selfish. They were very caring because they did not want us to suffer what they suffered. So now the ball is in our court. What we gonna do? We always talk about what the elders didn't do. Well, guess what? You are elder right now, or you will be an elder in the next 20 years if we make it that far. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do different? Oh, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna have conferences and you're gonna sell DVDs and you're gonna debate people. I know what you're gonna do. Yeah. Okay. I wish you the best of luck. And I hope when they come for you, I hope they will kosher you instead of just throwing you in a line at the slaughterhouse. Maybe they might have mercy on your soul by singing you a lullaby or something before they slice your throat. That's just the reality of things. I hope to be dead myself. That's the good thing about being an older person right now. I might not live to see, because it's coming. All this has got to come to an end. It's not going to last forever. Especially in black conscience, this blackity black stuff, they should know better. They playing games. These black conscious African wannabes, Aboriginal, whatever the hell they want to call, Hebrew Israelite, whatever you want to call yourself, you should know better. But you won't do better. Because you want to slave yourself. You just like the slave master. It's a damn shame. As for me, you deserve to be free for a change. Live your life how you feel you want to live. It's your life. Make the decisions in your life. Enjoy your life. Tired of people telling you what to do, when to get up. This ain't nothing but prison. It's nothing but prison. Somebody giving you all these damn rules. Don't do this, don't do that. You need a law to tell you thou shalt not kill. You need a law to tell you thou shalt not steal. Are y'all that much of an idiot? I saw little infants and babies. I even see animals. When you look at them, they already know that you shouldn't do those things. They know it already. We need all these damn rules and policies and procedures. Exactly, Don. Go back to Africa. First of all, you never came from no Africa. You was born right here for generations in the good old United States of America. You go back to Africa, go back to what? You have nothing. You gotta beg, you gotta ask them for something you claim that is already yours. Well, go get it. These silly people obsessed with Africa. You don't own nothing there. You don't control nothing there, just like you don't control nothing here. Now, if you can't control nothing here, if you can't own nothing here, where you was born and raised for generations, what the hell are you gonna do in Africa? The only thing you're gonna do is be under the control and the domination of other people, that's all. You was a slave in America, and you're a slave in Africa. No different. Hey, what's up there, Brother Gary? I mean, that's the only difference. I'm not into that. I want us to have our own. You want law? We make up our law. You want an apple? We grow our own apple trees. You deserve it. You've been a slave too damn long. And these pro-black folks still think like slaves. You're dealing with an enemy that is wise, that's very smart, that has an incredible military. You gotta learn how to be slick. You gotta know how to deal with that. But you don't know how. You cannot beat this fella outright, like the way they be talking. You are not going to be able to be better than him in his own country doing what y'all doing. It's not possible. I'm gonna say this and get out of here. What it reminds me of, in martial arts, any of you that taken martial arts, you know that even though your opponent could be 2 or 3 times bigger than you, in martial arts they teach you how to take that guy out. Use his own weight, use his own strength against him. Did you hear what I said? Use his own strength against him. Dealing with a strong enemy here in America. You have to learn how to use their strength against him. Everything has a weak spot. Everything, as they say, has an Achilles heel. Find out what that is and take them down. That's right, Don. Even Africans don't control Africa. The only thing those African people do is bully their own folks. That's the only thing they do. They don't even control their own crap. The Chinese are there, the Americans are the Europeans. What you gonna do in Africa? I guess you wanna go over there and try to find you somebody to bully too. On that note, let me get out of here. And I thank y'all so much for joining me this morning. Again, I hope to have something inspiring to share with us. Soul Liberation Day 2019, Saturday, December the 7th. I hope that our brother in the chat room, our soul brother Gary, will be there. Cool Cutter. Subscribe to Brother Gary, Cool Cutter on YouTube. Support and subscribe to our sister Noble Levine. She has a new website, ancientcreationmyths.com. Our sister Rashida Stromer, the world's first dark-skinned activist. And of course, our soul brother Taalik. He is Eric Bell. And there's a whole lot of Eric Bells on YouTube. So if you don't see the link on the video, do a Google search, Eric Bell, and just put Black Conscious or, you know, something black in there. He'll, you know, his channel will pop up. On that note, I thank you for your company. I thank you for your time. It is always an honor. Those who come here, you are the smartest people in our community. And really, I don't know how we're going to do it. That's why it takes more than one brain. But we need to find a way to get something off and popping, especially coming into a new year right around the corner. And we need to take our situation more seriously. If not for yourself, for our poor babies, because they don't know. And for our people, because they really don't know. They don't know. A lot of them just so misguided. They caught up in being a slave because it's the only thing they ever know. But if we can show them as an example of what is better, I guarantee you they will come and help us. The problem is getting something started. Yes, sir, Brother Tone. The problem is just getting it started, getting it off the ground. Our people are waiting for a Savior. Our people are waiting for a Messiah. And they don't know it's coming from themselves. We are at war. We're just the first ones on the front line. That's all. This is a battle we can win. We can win this. This enemy is not as tough, not as smart as we think they are. We just have to get serious and stop tripping off your house, stop tripping off your pretty cars, and these trinkets that we got in this wicked ass world. None of it means nothing. Because you're not really happy. None of you are happy. How the hell you gonna be happy in a pig pen? In a cesspool? Doo-doo and piss all over yourself. It's impossible. We cannot continue to live like this. You and I deserve better. We've suffered long enough. Damn. Ain't 400, 500 years long enough for people to suffer? I don't give a damn, Hebrew Israelite. It's time for it to be over. Tell your happy ass God to come put this to an end. Otherwise, shut the hell up. All of you talking all this God crap. You need to get on your God case and tell them to bring this to an end. Otherwise, sit your happy ass down and shut the hell up. You are a liar. It's simple as that. Our people, myself, we don't deserve to keep being told lies and fairy tales and Disneyland Mickey Mouse garbage. We deserve better. We have done nothing. And I'm talking to these Hebrew Israelites. We have done nothing to deserve to be lynched and made mockery of and whooped and raped for hundreds of years. We've done nothing to deserve this. I don't give a damn what our ancestors are supposed to have done. What did they do so horrible? Worse than these white people, these races. What did they do to deserve to be cursed for hundreds of years, and here you living with some people who have committed the most horrible thing ever in recorded history to humanity, and look at them on their yacht, their sailboat, swimming pool, limousine, caviar. Oh, God is getting ready to punish them. When? You've been talking this crap for years. Stop the bull doo-doo. Tell your God to come and get the job done. Master Farad Muhammad. Jesus. Allah. Whatever you want to call these gods. I would be happy to shut up and sit down. But you know, and I know, they're not going to do nothing. Let's stop the lies. Stop teaching the children the lies. Let's stop teaching the adults the lies. You know it's a lie. Time has proven all of this religion and spirituality garbage is lies. It's just something to keep you docile till it's time for somebody to come and slice your damn throat because you living in the slaughterhouse. That's all. And you're going to have a big smile on your face. You're going to say all praise due to Allah when that blade going across your throat. All praise to the Most High when that knife going across your throat. Let us not be like the cow at the slaughterhouse. Let me get out of here. I'm already 5,000. Thank y'all for listening. As they always say, jot down your comments, subscribe, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. Whatever y'all want to do. I don't even talk about that because if you want to do that, you will do it. I don't have to come on here every day, like, share, subscribe. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. I don't have to go, you know what you want to do. Nobody have to make you and tell you nothing. On that note, I'm already 5,000. Thank you for listening. Shout out to Facebook, everybody in the chat room, YouTube in general. And until next time, I wish us love, peace, and salt. Who was that? Tone, you say, we will come together sooner than we think. Time is on our side, time measures and conditions. Come on now. We are faced with just come together, strength and unity. Strength and unity. Unfortunately, Tone, I don't know if that's going to be a reality. I'm hoping for the best, but quite honestly, I see that knife at the slaughterhouse. Quite honestly, I do. I'm out, y'all. Peace.